Good evening. It looks like nobody's here yet, or maybe one person is. Wait a minute. There we go. Well, if anybody gets here, we're going to have a party. First thing I want to show is I do have the slip started. This is the one that I grew myself. And see on here, this one doesn't have any roots yet. But this one I planted the same day, and look at all these roots on that Japanese purple yam, sweet potato. Lots of roots. But I don't see any slips coming out yet. This one's got slips and the other one's got roots. So we'll see what happens. People come in, I'll show it again. Right now we got some snow showers out. When I took Lucy out for a walk about an hour ago. And I can show what the weather is here right now and see if there's any difference because temperature's been dropping all day. And we'll see if Nightbot catches up. Yeah. Weather in Franklin conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 25, which is 4 below Celsius. The wind is blowing from the west-northwest at 17 miles per hour. Current humidity is 72. Welcome back, cuz. See, this is the standard sweet potato. And as you can see, it's got some sprouts. And I see one little root trying to come out of the bottom there. Now, on the Japanese sweet potato, look at all those roots. But I don't see any slips forming yet. So we'll see what happens with this. So it's very interesting to me. And it was snowing an hour ago, but according to this, it's not snowing now. But the sidewalks were all wet, so it looks like it might be icy when I take Lucy back out for her last walk tonight. He says it'd be terrible if it grows and no slips. Well, if it grows roots, that's fine. I'll just plant that part, and it'll sprout up slips, greens at least. I have 2 more of the reds that I can plant. But we shall see. We shall see. Each live stream, I'm going to have to give an update on them. These Wednesdays and Saturdays. But that's a lot of growth. You know, it is really going. But that's going to be interesting. Now I got the other 2 out on the table over there. And we'll see if well, you have to have moisture on the potato for it to grow roots. And it usually pushes the other kind, the traditional kind, into making slips, forces it to grow slips because it wants to reproduce. See, this one is concentrating on using itself, but it's getting one little bitty root started on the bottom there. That should be changed by, I change water every other day. Oh, they're filled up. All of them are filled up to water right halfway up the neck part of the jar. Oh no, it's in water. But see, this one started getting slips without the water. And it's getting ready to produce more slips. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's already got 5 slips started. Andy. Alrighty. I'll wait until you get back and then I'll show the potatoes again. I love peppermint. I mean, candy canes. For my sweet tooth, that's what the candy cane's for. It's for my sweet tooth you can't see. But see, earlier we had snow showers. It was funny. See what happens when you think candy? Oh. This is gonna be fun. That's what your dad always said. See, says his sweet tooth is currently being satisfied with the Christmas Nutty Buddies. I'm down to my last 8 boxes. I've never seen Christmas Nutty Buddies. And I love Nutty Buddies. Lucy had a quail for her snack when we came in from the walking. And I said, Lucy, and I said, quail, and here she comes. You gonna come up? No, she thinks I was gonna give her another quail. No, you only got about 3 more in the freezer. Come on. What do you want? Hmm? What do you want? Those look pretty good, Steve, but I'd rather have the chocolate instead of the white chocolate on them. Because they had the white chocolate on it, then Lucy'd have to have one. Because she loves them too. Go lay down. All right, yes. I know, I seen it. Let me show it to everybody here. Mm. Yeah, with little W's, they look like they're smaller too. But those are good. Steve, you know things are getting smaller and smaller all the time? That's probably their whole order, Steve. Come on. Up. You're not getting up? You got up earlier today, and you don't want to get up now. Okay, come on. Yes. Come on. Can you do it? Come on. She put her foot up here, but she didn't. She's not jumping up all the time. Come on, May. Everybody wants to see you. There she is. She came up. She says you guys are worth the pain. She says, "Hey there, Lucy." Yeah, he does. She's trying to convince me to get her another one, another quail. Okay, you go lay down now. Yeah, I know. You can go lay down. Oh. She says, Mom, you're giving your attention to other people. I want your attention. So, what's the weather in you guys' area? I woke up this morning, it was 40 degrees, and now it's 25. Weather for Pope conditions are cloudy, partly cloudy with a temperature of 46. The wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. The current humidity is 48. So you got it nice and warm still, Steve. And the weather for West Plains, the conditions are clear with a temperature of 34. The wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 11 miles per hour. The current humidity is 40%. But my apartment, it says it's 75 degrees. And humidity is 38%. I got my space heater running, blowing right at me. There's nothing on the table for you. But go on, mommy gave you more food. uh, I can't believe how quiet we are today. There's only 3 people on here. But things are different. You never can tell. Everybody's probably getting ready for that cold weather coming in. At least there's not going to be a lot of snow this time. And there's no warnings or anything out. Oh, wait a minute. There's a special weather statement. Slick spots developing this evening and tonight. Snow showers moving through this afternoon will continue to occur into the evening hours and through tonight, while accumulation of snow is expected to remain less than an inch. Falling temperatures and lingering snow showers may result in slick travel tonight into early Thursday. So that's it. And we're not supposed to get snow until after tonight until a week from Saturday. Hey, Sue, good to see you tonight. If anyone who wants to come up and chat, click the pinned link, because everybody can come up, and if you got your own channel, you can share on your channel. And what's your weather like, Sue? Type in the word weather, space, and then your zip code. But, okay, Andy, now you can see. This is one of my homegrown sweet potatoes. See how it's sprouting there? And it's just starting to get a root pumping out on the bottom. Now, the Japanese, look at all those roots. And it looks like it might be starting to get a slip bump right here. That's the big difference. So it's going to be neat with these sweet potatoes. And then, has anybody got anything else going on with them? Celebration of life. Any day you wake up, You are blessed with another day. And each day is another page, a clean page in the book of life. I guess Sue left. And this is good. This That's why I'm wondering if Wednesday nights are even worth it. Because it seems like nobody wants to come in. Oh, the heck with that. I'll go for what I really want. Since I put the sweet potatoes in a safe place. Because I don't want them to fall. Andy, did you breed any of your rabbits yet? You did? How many did you get bred so far? Oh, great, Andy. Woohoo! She did it. She did it. She did it. How many does went on a date? All of them. How many does do you have? Soon to have Valentine's special delivery. Yep. So how many does was that, Andy? Gonna be money time, money time. You bred yesterday and today. That is great. So they should be delivering the 13th, 12th and 13th of next month. 12th and between the 12th and 14th, we'll say that. I think it's 7 does you have. Oh, that's good. That's going to be quite a few babies. I'm sure she can come up with 7 litter boxes. Because you can make a litter box. I'm hoping so too. Because it's been over a year since you bred them last, hasn't it? Did you check them by putting them in with the buck again? Yep, you use baskets from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, because she has the boxes. Always enough nest boxes. Yep. Yeah, but she's got different breeds. They could have anywhere from 4 to 11 babies each. Will you try to put them in again sometime this week? Alrighty. Good evening, Mike. Welcome back, Sue. I thought it's been a while because I didn't remember you breeding them last year. Oh, it's snowing and blowing there. Well, we had snow showers earlier, just enough to make the sidewalk wet, which means I have to wear my ice trekkers out when I go for the next walk. Oh boy, Andy. One doe is first time is over a year and a half old. Oh, that can be iffy. Let's hope she does okay. I know, I said the S word. I think you have to put a space between the word weather and your zip code, Mike. Weather in Wilshire. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 21. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 17 miles per hour. The current humidity is 69%. One note you got from Erica right before the last QuailCon, but she has a litter or maybe two already. That was a year and a half ago. Hey, Mike, I got those sweet potatoes started. Let me go get them again so I can show them to you. This is the one that already had sprouts, and the sprouts are growing. Let's see, I put it in water, and it's only got one nodule where it looks like roots trying to come out of it. And this is the Japanese sweet potato I put in water. And it's slower starting on the slips, but it's got a lot of roots started. Yep, a few dozen, and then you'll be set for Easter, Andy. And he says she needs to keep a few doughs to replace the older ones. I can understand that. Well, yeah, I'm hoping this one starts showing more than just that little piece right there that's coming out of the stub end. I hope it has more slips than that. Oh, I see some slips starting right here. You got little lumps that wasn't there before. So yeah, this is start growing some slips. And the standard one is you got good slips going. And just it's slower on the roots. They work opposite direction ways. But it's going to get interesting. I only got one of each in water right now, Andy. These are my experiments, and then I got two more Japanese that I can put in water. I think the next one I'm gonna lay it flat in a loaf pan. One of them flat in a loaf pan and see how that goes. So that's one of the reasons why I start in this month instead of next month. It's because this month is experiment, and next month is for purpose. And since I'm doing everything in pots, I already got the food for them. Because I want to feed them good this year. Get some humongous ones instead of the skinny ones. But I'm going to be back. I got to get some more coffee. There we go. 11 weeks till Easter. Still time to hatch. So you'll have chicks and kits. Now, on one of the sweet, let me show you something here. Well, put some light on them, then they'll lay. But look at this one. Look at the kind of veining in it. I bet you if I put this one in water, it'll really start going. You have the lights on, about 16 hours of light or 14 hours of light at least. How long have you had the lights on them, Andy? I know. I don't know what is causing the veining, but I'm so tempted to go ahead and put this in water and see what happens. Put it in water like this, vein side down. See what happens. No, I may just put it because it looks like it's getting ready to sprout already. See the little dents there? How old are they, Andy? You know, they do need some a few hours of darkness. Oh, I don't like the sound of that wind. I guess here. Yeah. Okay. So those are still young chicks yet. Because they're only a week old. Good evening, Howie. Howie, look at the root growth on this Japanese sweet potato. And the standard sweet potato has some of that. It hasn't really started. It's just got one little white bump there. I'm not sure if you can see where it's going to come out. You use heat lights for the brooder, okay. So you got another 5 week. Oh, December 6th. So they're, let's see, how many weeks old are they now? It was December 6th. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they should be start laying any day now. Thank you, Howie. So I think I'll put this one in the water. I want to put it in like this way and see how it does. Still no 4-letter S word and sunny a little. Well, we had a little shower of it today. Just enough to make the sidewalks wet. And it's cold enough that I'll have to put my ice trackers on tonight when I take Lucy out again. Yeah, Sandy, you need to get them in the cages now. Because they were born, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're 5.5 weeks old. Time to put them in those cages. I know your roses are so beautiful. Howie did a short on his roses. Yeah, but see, you live in the tropics of Canada, Vancouver Island, South Vancouver Island. Andy, you're going to have to put better lights out there and turn the heat lamp off so that they can get climatized to the weather before you put them out. Howie's bragging. Cutting roses tomorrow and picking lemons. Howie has a reason to brag. He does very good on his food forest. What I'll be glad of is when I have such put in the water themselves and let them root, then I'll be really excited. Oh, he says lots of rabbits here at the front of the food forest. Flocks of quail came today, and the Cooper hawks were busy. Yep, between rabbits and quail, those hawks were getting fed. Annie says she turned the heat lamps off Saturday or Sunday, but she kept them in there in case it drops down to freeze, but it hasn't. I just have a regular light bulb over them to have light right now. Andy, I don't think you're going to need that heat lamp, even if it freezes, because they're old. They're teenagers. They should be able to handle it. Yeah, you got that right. She says, so I don't think they will need any more heat now. I agree. They won't need any more heat. Because even with the cold coming in, they should be okay. Because they're about ready to start laying their own eggs now. See, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 7. They're 39 days old, which is 8. Which means that they're about ready to lay any eggs. Any day now, you can go in there and find eggs. Being outside, I didn't just want to put the heat lamp off all at once, but it's been in the 60s or higher here, so I know they are good now. Yeah, 5 weeks old, 6 weeks old. Yeah. You could put them off the heat at 4 weeks old; they'd survive even if it dropped down to 0. Are you checking every day for the eggs? Oh, he says he fed the deer his apples and kiwi that had blemishes, cleaning out the crispers and getting his fridge ready for dry aging my strip line of beef come Monday. Cool. Yeah, since you don't know their genetics, I can understand that. Mostly if you didn't buy from one that's been in business and has a good reputation like my Shire. Strip loins of beef. Oh. Hasn't found any eggs in with the chicks. A few eggs from the older ones yesterday. Have you checked the fertility of the older eggs? Of the older ones? Look at those roots, Howie. Lots of good roots. I've had chicks from this one before. Well, that's kind of it. I have had chicks from this one before and have found it seems any little bit of stress and chicks pass away fast from past hatches. Oh, excuse me. Is that from where I think, Andy? She says, when they get to adults, they're good, but chicks are tender as heck. Oh, that's not too good, in my opinion. But of course, you have that problem with just about any of them. Because if there's a way for a quill to die, you had to figure it out. Check this out real quick, you guys. I'll be right back. Just as I thought, Andy. Yeah, I would go back to the tried and true ones if you can. I will still say this is the only one that I recommend. You know, maybe that line being calicos may not be as strong. But the other place you can get hold and see what they've got there that might be interesting. Now, with the one that I posted, I did an experiment on them. I never kept when I was doing the experiment, all my birds changed out. No bird was older than 4 months old when I processed them. So I had done 20 generations before I seen any weakness showing up. 20 generations of inbreeding. I won't badmouth other breeders, but I will tell you who I actually trust, and that's my Shire. First calicos were for South game birds, and man, I love them. But after this last coon attack, I only have one rooster left. Oh, wow. You put heavier wire on your cages since then and a better lock? Because, coons got opposable thumbs. They can figure out most locks. Okay, you got them on your back porch. That's good. Whoa, we jumped from 3 to 5 on people. Yeah, when you got raccoons, you got to keep those little birds safe because those are a tasty treat for all predators. You see Katrina's post on the predator she was having? Yeah, I can understand that. She had dogs trying to get to her kits in her grow out pens. And she got it on trail cam. I mean, she tracked the prints and everything to figure it out. But she found out whose dogs it was, and hopefully the problem's solved. But her cage survived the dog trying to tear into it. But that was a very interesting video. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a good one to watch. Oh no. Coos through tore through the false floor and got to the quail. Well, that is bad. Yeah, and I know why you haven't been home because you've been working. Oh, a lot. Hey, Joseph. Hey, family comes first, Joseph. Family comes first. Hey, Joseph. See how much the Japanese sweet potato is done? It's got all these roots, and it's starting to get a couple little nodules that are going to turn into slips. A couple little bumps. And the slips on this one's growing, and it's just got a couple white spots where the roots are going to come out. So it's sweet potatoes are doing great. Oh, you'll see the whole process. We got to wait till the slips pop out. Then you carefully peel the slips off and put them in water so they root. Then you can plant them. And when the sweet potato is done with all the roots, I mean when you're done growing slips out of this, then you plant the rooted section in too. And if I get a lot of slips, maybe I'll put them in little pots and sell them off. What I can't get. I mean, what I can't grow myself. So Howie's still here and watching us. That's great. And Joseph, this here, look how funny this one looks. It's got a lot of veins in it. I'm about ready to put this in water and see how it'll grow. They're gonna put this in water and see all those veins in it. I may put this one in water tonight. Have a blessed night, Howie. Yeah, just a cold tap water. Because you got to remember, it's feeding this off of this part. So you put a couple of toothpicks in it to keep it steady on the jar. This one I had to put 3 toothpicks in it. Let me check this again. There we go. Well, Holly, they're very easy to start. You just have to clean them, every couple days, give them fresh water, and just watch them grow. And then when the slips come off, when the slips are at least that long, or they have true leaves, not the first leaves, but the second leaves, then you carefully peel it off. You stick it in water, and they will root. So each slip is another sweet potato plant. But if I get too many sweet potato slips, I could sell those off. Yeah, beans are pretty easy. They're just like other seeds. You just put them in the dirt and keep it moist until it sprouts. Yeah, it's like making more ivy plants. Pretty much. And the thing about sweet potatoes is you can eat the vines just like you do spinach. The small leaves you can put raw in the salads, and the big leaves you cook them up like spinach. My wife says we will try the sweet potato. Okay, because these I've got plenty of years experience on the standards. But the Japanese are a new one, and I'm pretty sure they're about the same. Andy says, I heard you can break the slips off and it'll regrow more. Is that true? Yes, Andy, that's true. I take the sweet potato slips off the potato plant without disturbing this part at all. I just peel it off carefully and put it in another glass of water, because as soon as it starts rooting, you can plant it. Let me see. I'm going to play part of a video. Um, why take a little break here? Let's see how long this one is. Okay, this one's only going to be 4 minutes long. Okay, come on. Oh, it's a little cool out here. Should have worn my jacket, but I didn't. Why they got holes digging up now? I'm gonna put these holes in. How you doing? Oh, they gonna put you? They gonna put the back up? I can't hear you. She's a talker. But do you own this car too? Come on, Lucy. It's gonna be cool when we get it up. Come on. Oh. You should take a daily still picture of the sweet potatoes growing, then make them into a video at the end. Oh, I could, Andy. That sounds like a good idea. Well, these are about a week old now. Welcome back, Joseph. And weather for Lawton conditions are clear with a temperature of 42. That's what it was when I got up this morning. The wind's blowing from the north at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 56%. Now let me move these sweet potatoes so I don't spill them. In Franklin, it's cloudy with temperature 25. The wind's blowing west from the west at 17 miles per hour. The current humidity is 73%. That's because we had snow showers at 7 o'clock. You know, Joseph, if I get enough of these sweet potato slips, I might send you a few. Neither, well, I can deal with snow, but it's the ice that bothers me. Let me look and see if I'll need my boots, my ice grippers. Well, it doesn't look like I'll need my ice grippers because the wetness has disappeared. You know, when I lived in Arkansas, they were the same way. They could drive on ice, but they could not handle snow. Because in Little Rock, you got a whole bunch of freezing rain instead of snow. Let me see here. Let me see here. Well, that was no good. Colorado, New Mexico. Okay. Yeah, Oklahoma and Arkansas have about the same temperature. That's what I was double checking. I worked at the Shack Barbecue Restaurant in Little Rock, and one road had a steep hill on the side of the restaurant, and I happened to be looking out the restaurant window and watched the city bus sliding down that road. And that was scary to me, but they kept it under control. And that was solid ice. You used to live in northern New York? Oh. Yeah, back when I was in Arkansas, you get 5 inches a year. When I was pregnant for my daughter, I came up to Toledo, Ohio to visit my mom, and we got 5 inches of snow in one night. More than Arkansas got all year. Yep, you lived in the forbidden zone. Getting one of those dang headaches starting. Yeah, you would get feet of snow in that area instead of inches. You would get feet of snow, right? Yeah. We're talking about 24 inches of snow instead of 2 feet of snow instead of 4 to 6 inches. Yeah, and you would have to worry about lake effect snow. Yeah, that's what I said. We're in Buffalo, New York, where they had that lake effect snow. Yep. See, I lived on Lake Erie, but I was on the side where it didn't have the lake, barely had lake effect snow. You go a little farther east, and you would get hit with the lake effect. But I lived right at the mouth of Maumee Bay on the Lake Erie. So that was the safest area along the lakes to live. Have you ever seen it thunder and lightning when it's snowing? That is when it's freaky. Oh, I've had that happen a few times in my life. Not very often, but a few times. Andy Rabbit says she's seen it a few times. I've seen it once here since I've been here, and I've been here for 16 years now. And I've seen it a couple times up in Toledo and Oregon area. But it's a rarity, but it does happen. If it's thundering and lightning, I don't care what it's doing outside. If it's thundering and lightning, you're not going to get Lucy outside that door. She'll go in a downpour, but she will not go if it's thundering and lightning out. I don't blame her. I won't go out. I don't like going out that time either. That's is a strange phenomenon, though. When I was younger, we used to see a lot of heat lightning. I haven't seen that much in the last 20 years. Okay. Okay, I don't know who you're saying hello to, Lucy. Do your dogs think they're goats? If I go out in it, Lucy go out in it. But if it's lightning and thundering, you can't drag her out. Well, I don't see anybody by name of Lady in here. But hello, lady. No, that is comical. Oh, hello, friend of Andy's. What kind of dogs do you have, Joseph? Lucy's funny. She'll go out in the rain, but she'll fight you going into a tub to get a bath. She'll run in the creek. She'll go into the shallow part of the river. But if you are going to give her a bath, she trembles like crazy. Well, I'll just wave at him. Cane Corso Great Dane Mix. That would be interesting. And a mini Dusty and a Chihuahua. Mini Aussie and a Chihuahua. Wow. Cane Corso or a Great Dane, they both can be formidable foes when they attack. But a Chihuahua is more apt to attack because they have little dog syndrome. They think they're going to beat everything up. Oh, that is a beautiful dog. Don't you guys think that's a beautiful dog? I will tell you one thing though. Lucy will not drink out of a Great Dane's water dish. She doesn't like all that slime. That is a beautiful dog, Joseph. When Lucy gives you a kiss, it's a very light kiss and she doesn't leave any slime behind. A Great Dane gives you a kiss and they slime your whole face. Drool factories. Good girl. Lucy's laying in her cave watching me. The other night, I was walking Lucy, and a black pit bull came toward us. And it being after dark, I can't see the dog well enough to tell its intentions. So I'm yelling at the dog to go home, go home. Because he wanted to play with us. But I am leery of dogs I don't know. Mostly after dark. Joseph says he doesn't know if he drinks much water because there is so much slime left over. Yeah, you have to wash out his bowl and give him a fresh bowl quite often during the day, huh? Mostly in your heat that you get during this warm weather. You want to come up? Alrighty. Yes. No? Okay. Come on. Up. No, he just wants to love it, huh? She goes, you're talking about dogs, Mom. You got one right here to pay attention to. You got another hour until you go out. Yeah, you do. I seen you wink at me. Give me a left eye wink. Not really. Let me double check. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can get it. There's the little dog. I thought it was a stuffed toy, to be honest. That's a toy chihuahua, isn't it? But I don't see the third dog. Yeah, he looks like a toy chihuahua. Because he's smaller than a standard. How old is he? He weighs 7 pounds. He's 3 years old. Yeah, that's a toy. Because I've seen regular chihuahuas are usually about twice that size. And the other one is what, about 180 pounds? The Corso Dane mix. You don't know? So, what was the last time he? Yeah, he's a big baby. About how old is he? He's 4. So you need to get him weighed next time you take him to the vet. And Great Danes are big babies. Okay, let me take this one real quick. Okay, there's the third one. It's the little Aussie. She's a year old. She's a little beauty. Is that natural with no tail? She was born without it. That's what I thought, because I didn't think you were one to bob them. That's a little beauty. Well, you got the big one that clear the tables for you with his big tail. But you got three different sizes, totally different sizes. Like the difference between a mouse and a horse. That is neat. I understand that 1000%. I had a Roddy that could make you cry just the way he greet men. He just head nudge. You know, today's Jenna's birthday, Jenna Green, and the Great Danes are her dogs. At least Maddie is. And she follows Jenna around like a shadow. You said the Great Dane was the baby. What kind of personality does the other two have? She's like, Max was a jokester. He liked to play pranks on people. He was a good guard dog, but he was like a little kid. He liked to jump out and scare you. Startle you. Now Lucy is an attention seeker. What? You got another hour yet. Well, you got 45 minutes yet. The mini Aussie is the playing one. In other words, she likes to play with her toys and games with you and stuff. That's cool. Now, is the Chihuahua have little dog syndrome, or is the Chihuahua a scaredy cat? Because I've seen them go both ways. And a scared dog is a dangerous dog. Yeah. The Chihuahua is the jealous one. Yeah, that's their personality. What other animals do you have, Joseph? Or anybody else that's still here? I know Andy has a pet turkey. No, he just wants attention. Let me see here. So, Joseph, it seems like you and I are the only ones here. It says I have 4 people watching. Oh, you have a bearded dragon, a snake, 15 goldfish, 2 suckerfish, 1 catfish, 3 frogs, a hamster, and a dubia roaches. Oh. Are you on a farm, Joseph? And you have no livestock? No rabbits, no quail, no goats? And what kind of snake do you have? The roaches are for the dragon. Okay. What kind of snake do you have? And what do you feed the roaches? No farm yet, but that is the plan. Okay. Albino corn snake. Mm-hmm. Now, see, if you had 2 rabbits, a bucket of dough, then you could breed kits, dog food and fruit. Okay, you feed it dog food and fruit. Okay. What does corn snake eat? Mice. See, now if you raised rabbits, you could give it some of the little kits. For kids or snake food. Your wife wouldn't let you? Oh, yep. And he's right. You could breed rabbits for your kids and for snake food. Newborn kits. Yeah, those newborn kits are great for corn snakes. If they eat mice, they can eat their little rabbits. Or you could raise mice. They breed a little bit faster than a rabbit does. $20 for a mouse, $30 for a rabbit. She says, you have to spend the money for it. Let me look that up, Andy. Mice reach sexual maturity and are ready to breed in about 4 to 8 weeks after birth. But some can mature as early as 25 days. And the females can mate again within 24 hours of giving birth. It reaches maturity, sexual maturity, about 25 to 28 days. So gestation day is only 20 days. So within a month, that baby can have babies of its own. Mice average size litter of 6 to 8 pups, but they can range from 13 to 14 babies per birth. So that's pretty quick. No, breeding mice for snake food would be faster. That's only 20 days instead of 30 days that it takes a rabbit. You have a blessed night, Joseph. Thank you very much. See you Saturday. And I think it's about time for us to go too. But Andy, breeding mice would be quicker because their gestation is only 20 days. And they can have anywhere between 4 to 14 at a time. No, a mouse, you don't have to go 4 to 8 weeks to feed them. Because 4 to 8 weeks, they're old enough to have their own babies. Oh, 5 to 8 weeks of age for maturity. Okay. For sexual maturity. But you can feed the babies right away, and they can get pregnant the very day they give birth. Let's see. It depends on the size of the snake. 1 to 2 weeks old. Yeah, but see, Okay, let me show you this here. The age of a mouse fed to steak varies by the steak size, but generally steaks start with the very young mice, pinkies, fuzzies, 1 to 2 weeks old, and progress to older hoppers, 2 to 3 weeks old, and then weaning adults, 4 weeks old. As they grow, always match prey size to about the widest part of the steak's body to prevent regurgitation. So you just 1 or 2 weeks old is when you start do it. Yeah. And if a mini rabbit got loose because the snake didn't need it, you wouldn't have to worry about it breeding as quickly. But it is time for me to say good night. So have a blessed night and see you all Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time.